Good morning. My name is Marissa Burrell, and I'm also working with Michelle Christ, Shanta Lawson, Chloe Malonzo, Austin Moon, and Brittany Nelson, and we are on the pro side of the Neuralink development. Today we're going to discuss medical advancements, improved accessibility, scientific research, and technological progress. Neuralink holds the potential to revolutionize medical treatments by enabling direct communication between the human brain and external devices, leading to efficient interactions between humans and machines. One of the purpose and goals of Neuralink is to make those with debilitating brain disorders have a seamless connection with technological devices. Through symbiosis, by integrating electrodes in the brain that can hopefully have an interface connection with robotic components such as exoskeleton that will serve as an aid for those that are suffering from incurable diseases such as Alzheimer's, locked-in syndrome, and prevention of drug-resistant epilepsy, this can work towards preserving and upgrading the brain. Advancement of technology and human consciousness. Sophisticated robots have the ability for pinpoint precision when placing the various threads of electrodes without damaging brain vasculature. With the technological advancements and resources of Elon Musk, the opportunities of making a continuous neural connection between human and machine will be made possible. Increased accessibility. To expand upon the concept of medical advancements in patients with debilitating neurological disorders, such as locked-in syndrome or patients that are quadriplegic, increased accessibility for these patients is part of the Neuralink Devices Foundation. The implementation of this brain-computer interface allows for patients who have the inability to speak or something as simple as playing a computer game with their mind to move the mouse can make them interactive by way of their thoughts. By transmitting thoughts into words with this device, patients that could normally not communicate have an effective way to speak to others. Continued advancements with the brain chip interfaces are anticipated to improve treatments for several diseases and conditions, including cancer detection, Parkinson's, paralysis, and other conditions. Neuralink technology is also anticipated to be able to utilize wireless technology to control internal parts in paralyzed patients. The technology and the increased accessibility seems to be in the beginning stages of its true potential. The YouTube video of the interview with patient 1 is the first to receive the implant in January 2024, and it was truly fascinating. He describes that any other device that he has tried to use is very specific with positioning, and he has to be completely midline. When he is in a position for too long, he can become spastic and also increases his risk for pressure ulcers. He was able to play a computer game for 9 hours and not experience any of those issues with Neuralink. Scientific research. Potential to advance scientific research by providing researchers with insights into brain function and behavior. It will also help researchers better understand neural circuits, cognitive processes, memory, and neurological disorders. Neuralink has garnered significant attention with its ambitious mission to develop advanced brain-machine interface technology. Neuralink has demonstrated promising progress in creating implantable devices that interface with the human brain. Through animal studies and prototypes showcased in public demonstrations, Neuralink has shown the ability to record and interpret neural activity with precision. These findings suggest potential applications in treating neurological disorders, restoring lost sensory or motor functions, and augmenting human cognition while the field of brain-computer interfaces is still in its early stages. Neuralink's research findings mark an exciting step towards unlocking the full potential of direct brain-computer communication. Continued research and development of Neuralink holds promise for groundbreaking advancements in neuroscience and human-machine interaction. Lastly, technological progress. Neuralink is driving technological progress and innovation in areas such as neuroscience, engineering, and computing. The following is a brief timeline of events. Progress in animal studies. Neuralink showcased a pig named Gertrude with a coin-sized computer chip in her brain. demonstrating the capability of the device to track neural activity. This was part of their efforts to develop implants that could be used to treat neurological conditions in humans. Advancements in brain-computer interface technology. Neuralink's research was focused on advancing the field of brain-computer interfaces, aiming to create devices capable of restoring lost sensory or motor functions in humans. They were exploring potential applications for individuals with paralysis or other neurological disorders. Neuralink's first in-person clinical trials is open for recruitment. This was September 2023. Neuralink received approval for the first time for their first in-human clinical trial. The PRIME study aims to evaluate the safety of the implant, N1, and surgical robot, R1, and assess the initial functionality for the BCI for enabling people with paralysis to control external devices with their thoughts. During the study, the R1 robot will be used to surgically place the N1 implant in a region of the brain that controls movement and tension. Those who have quadriplegia due to cervical cord injury or ALS may qualify. January 2024. The firm successfully implanted a chip on its first human patient in February 2024 after receiving approval for human trial recruitment in September 2023. Thank you very much for listening.